And that just adds a little bit of something without it being too intense or too anything. It adds a little bit of smoke, but it looks really, really, I don't know, it looks like you did a little bit more than you actually did. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing something fun. We are doing this look on my face, which is my 10-minute makeup routine, my how to look good in 10 minutes makeup routine. And there's a lot of good tips and tricks in here because although, you know, you use a certain amount of products or whatever, I also have a 5-minute makeup routine, which I'll do, which is like so bare bones, but it's great and I still look amazing when I do it. But there's a lot of good tips and tricks in like what types of products to go for when you're getting ready in 10 minutes. And this routine is something I do a lot in the mornings, but also when, let's say my friends or my husband last minute are like, let's go to dinner, let's get drinks, you know, let's do this, do that. And I, you know, either have been working all day, so I'm looking haggard. Because working all day will haggard you. But also, you know, if I've just been kind of lazing around and I haven't been doing anything all day, I need, you know, I get like 10 minutes notice, 5 minutes notice. I can get my makeup on really, really quickly and simply by following a certain tight like amount of steps, but also using certain types of products, which is what I'm going to go through and tell you like my tips and tricks. And then at the end of the video I go through and I say, you know, my highlights of it all, because it's so simple and easy to look great in 5 to 10 minutes as long as you are going with the right products. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video so I can show you how I created this 10-minute makeup look, and let you, and so you can see how I look good in 10 minutes, or how, okay, if you don't think I look good, that's fine, but like I think I look good in 10 minutes with this look. Let me know what you do to get ready in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. What is your go-to really easy breezy products that you know no matter what are gonna look good? Let me know down below. And yeah, let's jump into this video. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this how to look good in 10 minutes makeup routine. All right, you guys, how to look good in 10 minutes. Let's do this. So first things first, brows. Everyone's brows are a little bit different and it kind of depends on what you like. But what I like to do is I always go for a clear brow gel. And so that's what we're going to do now. This is the Rose Ink Clear Brow Gel. It is my fave. And I always do the clear brow gel first before I do anything, before I put like anything else on my brows, but also anything on my face because I don't want it to get too dirty. And then next, any brow pencil really will do. I kind of go with one that's really, really easy to blend, that isn't super, super pigmented, because sometimes when stuff's super pigmented, you can end up looking like Sharpie brow, looking crazy. So I go with like brow pencils or pens. If you have a good brow pen, let me know. I've been on the search for a good clean brow pen, but a brow pen that's just really easy to work with is the key. So I'm going to go on with this one. This is the Westman Atelier brow pencil, which, you know, has anyone else been getting so many spam calls lately? Everyone's brows are different, and so some people take a lot longer to do their brows and some people don't. It kind of depends. I don't like to take a long time to do my brows because, you know what, I've come to the conclusion that regardless of what, it's never going to be perfect. Actually, I think everyone's kind of come to that conclusion, but my brows are definitely sisters, not twins. All right, next we're moving on to complexion. So I have 2 complexion products right now that I'm grabbing nonstop. And in general, when it comes to everyday, I don't do like a heavy foundation or anything like that, but you can do that with this like way that I'm gonna do it right now and make it easy. But I use stuff that's really easy to blend with my fingers, and I don't have to do a lot of zhuzh or a lot of fuss or anything like that. So I have 2 products here today, the Westman Atelier complexion drops, and then also the Summer Fridays sheer skin tint. I think I'm gonna go with the Summer Friday sheer skin tint, and I'm just gonna shake it up, and I'm going to just apply a couple drops in the back of my hand. 4 is enough. You don't need a lot of this product at all, and it's just really good. So I'm gonna kind of, and then I'm just gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna blend it out with my fingers. All right, so that is all blended out. That looks really, really nice, very skin-like. And this just kind of sinks into the skin and like melts into the skin. So as like we go on with the video, it's gonna look better and better. So next, let's go on to concealer. So I have a couple of options for concealers, and I kind of rotate depending. Today, I feel like my under eyes are kind of bad, so I might use a little bit more coverage, but I have the Kulfi concealer, which is the one that I love, a medium coverage. And then I also have the Say Beauty concealer. I do kind of feel like maybe Maybe I'll do a little bit of the Say Beauty concealer, see how it is, and if I need more, I'll do more. But I use, again, stuff that's super, super easy to blend out. I'm gonna go on really quick with a brush. And then I'm gonna take my finger and right away kind of get in there. Luckily, this concealer doesn't set up super, super fast, so you have a lot of time to work with it. Okay, so I think I do want a little bit more brightness, so I am going to go on with the Say Beauty Concealer in the shade 3. And I'm just going to apply a little bit here. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to take the brush again and just kind of tap it in like towards the front specifically. So pretty, love that. Such a good concealer, and it's super hydrating under the eyes. So right now it's really, really dry out, and it's getting to feel like winter, you guys. So I have like more hydrating concealers like the Say Beauty, the Cool Feet, and then the Rose Ink one works really well under my eyes. And they're all kind of varying difference of coverages. So this is more light coverage, this is medium coverage, and then the Rose Ink is kind of medium to medium plus coverage, not 100% full coverage, and I love these. They're really good. Okay, so the next, I had to put my hair back a little bit. I think I actually might clip some of it back because it's driving me crazy. We're gonna go on to bronzer, and now with bronzer, I always go with something super blendable, something just melts into the skin and doesn't require a lot of work. Generally, that's creams, but I also have a couple of powders that are really, really good for that too. Today, we're gonna go on with creams. My skin is a little bit dry, so we're gonna do that. And I have two. I have the LYS Beauty cream bronzer in the shade Harmony, really, really good. And then I also have this one here from Merit Beauty. This is the shade Leo in their No Bronzer. I think I'll use this because I haven't used this on camera yet. This is nice and so blendable, you guys, you'll see. So I'm gonna just take a little bit. I'm not gonna apply too much. I'm gonna apply here and apply here. Just not too crazy. And it blends really, really easily. So I don't like to pull it too far forward just yet. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, so the next one, moving on to blush, and this is always pulls the look together really well. But I like to go with either a cream or a powder. It really depends. Just something, again, in the same vibe as bronzer, just melts in the skin really easy. So I have a couple of cream blushes in front of me here and a powder. I think I'm going to go with this cream blush, though, the Rowan Beauty blush in the shade Natural Rose, because I feel like it's going to look really good with my shirt. Actually, my shirt vibe. So I'm going to go in with this. It's so pretty. Look. I'm going to dip in with this brush here, and I'm just going to blend it into my cheeks. Now, I know a lot of people like their blush really high, or they like it over the bridge of their nose. For me, that's not, it doesn't always like look great, but I also think sometimes it can kind of look like, not always, but it kind of depends on how it's applied. It can kind of look like you have a zit on your nose at times when you do that, if it's not like perfectly done well. Okay, loving how that's looking. We're going to move on now. I don't really do eyeshadow or anything for day to day, but I will do a little bit of powder bronzer just in my crease to kind of give a little bit of dimension. I'm going to go on with the LYS Beauty powder bronzer in the shade Harmony. I'm just going to put a little bit in my crease. So pretty. It's such a good shade. I love this. And then I'm also going to drag a little bit of that shade on my lower lash line. All right, so the next we're moving on to the rest of the eyes, and you can do eyeliner if you want, or a darker shadow on your lash line if you want. That really doesn't take a lot of time, or a lot of the time I just wear only mascara. But today I want to show you my trick for kind of adding a little bit of smoke to the lash line without it being crazy. So I'm going to take a blendable like eyeliner, and I'm using the Persona Cosmetics one, and I'm going to take the brown shade, and I'm going to just make a decently thick line. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to take my finger and just blend it. And that just adds a little bit of something without it being too intense or too anything. It adds a little bit of smoke, but it looks really, really, I don't know, it looks like you did a little bit more than you actually did. So that is that done. It adds a little bit of something without being too much. So the next we're going to move on to lashes. And I'm just going to go on with this mascara here, which is my favorite, my go-to, the Ilia Limitless Mascara. I love this, and I'm going to do a couple of coats really quickly. And that is it for the eyes. You just go with a really good mascara that you know, no matter what, your lashes always generally look good. For me, it's the Ilia mascara, but I also have the Jones Road Beauty mascara. That one is always tried and true. So, so good. The Tower 28, the new one, my lashes always look really good. I never have to worry about running. Just have like a good, like, you know, ones that look good. Okay, so the next, move on to lips. So lips can kind of really take this look from fall, winter, whatever, right? Like the color that you go with. I'm gonna go with my year-round shade, just so that this is kind of, you can see what I do year-round, but I can also go with a brown. I can also go with something more red and make it more holiday appropriate. So this portion of the look really can transform it, and go for something that is very, very simple, every day, to going out at night or going to a holiday party. So let's go on to the lips. Now I have a couple of lip liners that I love. My kind of everyday tried and true shade is the Victoria Beckham Beauty in the shade 04. It's been my go-to for years, and I always am happy with how my lips look. So we're gonna apply a little bit of this. And I just go and I kind of blend out my lip liner, to create a little bit less of a precise lip look and a little bit more pillowy lip look. And I do this for everything but a red lip. With a red lip, I tend to try and keep it a little bit more precise because red getting all over your face is the worst. But with everything else, I try to keep it a little bit more pillowy looking and not quite as intense. And yeah, that is the finished look. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Is this kind of like a go-to for you as well? Something that has like a little bit of smoke on the lash line. Very, very simple though, but like healthy looking skin. Everything just being very simple and blendable and easy to apply. So really my tips for looking good in 10 minutes. My how to look good in 10 minutes tips is use something that's super easy to blend with your fingers. Use something that is really, really seamless and simple to blend in general. Sometimes products can get a little patchy or they don't blend as easily. Something that literally you can tap in really quick on your face and you're done. And with the eyes, I really think just going with the mascaras and the products that you like trust and adding a little bit of definition on the lower lash line really does make a big difference, even if it doesn't feel like it does. It feels like it's, oh, what's the point? It really does make a difference in creating a little bit more of definition down there, but adding a little bit more interest so it doesn't look so simple. Even though it's like, oh, but what does it do? I swear it does something. Try it at home. And you can add a little bit of a wing if you want. I do that too and like smoke it out with my finger, but anything just looking really dewy and healthy on the skin and blendable and easy. And then going, a lot of the time the lip can make all of the difference. So today we went with kind of a more pinky neutrally tone. It looks very red pink in the monitor, but it's not so pink in person. And going with something that is also more bold, or going with something that's very, very neutral and like it feels a little bit more sexy, because a lot of the time very, very neutral, nude, whatever nude is to you, will look like just so sexy and beautiful. So there's like a lot of ways that you can transform a look to look like very put together without having to use a lot of products. Now, if my lips are really dry from lip liner, which it can at times, I use something like this, the Lanolips 101 ointment, or just a regular lip balm, something, but I always carry the Lanolips 101 ointment because my nails right now, my nail beds, cuticles are so dry, you guys. So this is really, really good because it kind of is double duty. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for my 10-minute makeup routine, my how to look good in 10 minutes makeup routine. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Do you do anything different? Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.